here we begin what might very well be near the end of the Netherdeep. I'm Jasilionis, the Dungeon Master, and I'm going to throw it once again to the players to introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Hunter. We are playing Morgen Megen, the Shadar Kai Grave Domain Cleric of the Raven Queen.
Hello, everyone. This is Travis playing Dagger, the psychic rogue that may end up losing everything today, depending on how the stuff goes.
I am Aaron. I'm playing Aljin, the Ashari Storm Sorcerer.
And I'm Ray. I'm playing Ludo, the Asimar Paladin.
And once again, I am Jasilionis, the Dungeon Master. So, to recap, to make the longest story short, the party began last session by killing who they all believed to be Ludo's mom. There's a lot to unpack with that sentence. How did we get there? From finding the Jewel of Three Prayers back in Jigao, the Coven Pact Party entered into this race against a party of rival adventurers. All of them drawn to this call of fate and the call of the Netherdeep. A trapped, tortured soul named Elixion, a hero from the War of Calamity, thrice blessed by three different gods, but a Ruidus born, cursed, and born under the red flare of the moon Ruidus. This hero stopped a disastrous strike by the betrayer god Grumsh the Ruiner. Now he has been trapped and is calling for help. The corruption that has been plaguing the land, spreading out from that site, has also been tied to this, so the party headed out to catch up to the rivals who left that first city of Jigao with the artifact that was tied to the mysterious figure. They all ended up in Bazazan, where they eventually delved into the Betrayer's Rise, an ancient fortress for the forces of evil, where Elixion had once entered with a desperate band of heroes to put a stop to the flood of devils and demons pouring into the land. Elixion had managed to accomplish this, but at the sacrifice of his own life and his allies. But the god Avandra revived him, wanted him to carry on and continue fighting. The party follows in Elixion's footsteps, and they ended up in the desert city of Ankarel, where underneath in the sunken city, the Apathian lay trapped and waiting. There was a mysterious substance called ruidium, a red crystal that researchers and various teams started harvesting from the site in that sunken city, all vying for political control and access to the expedition site, for they all viewed the iridium as a source of power, and that had angered the Apathian. Party earned their way into the drowned city, fought their way through ghosts and pirates and ghost pirates and crazy fish monsters that petrified half the party, and then had a final confrontation with some loose ends of the backstories, some Vermilion cultists, and some other wayward youths before they closed off the portal and trapped the rival party outside of the Netherdeep, while Saeryn, the wizard that has been with them, stayed behind to hold that portal shut. Party then fought through this tangled titular dungeon, experiencing the memories and traumas that Elixion had experienced in his lifetime, getting a better understanding of the tragic hero. As they fought through these memories, they also began to collect motes of power, these fragments of suffering that the party now knows the purpose is for. These pieces of understanding are needed in order to enter into the heart of despair. I have skipped over a whole lot of stuff. There were multiple cases of orphans. There was a tornado that you guys fought at one point. Aljin had left the party, splitting everything up, making a whole B team arc that we need to figure out one day. The went saved the dragon, fought a beholder, lost Mox in the process. There's been gods, devils, drama, laughter, maybe even love? Question mark. So let's see what awaits us in the party in this final chapter of Call of the Netherdeep. You have all fought your way through from the last time you fought this Angel Perigee. A little bit of mystery around Ludo's backstory still, and uncertainty around that. Dagger giving that final blow. The next thing you know, you went into a room with a giant effigy of Ruidus, where you were able to effectively kill the moon, something Elixion had never been able to do. And then eventually made your way through a hall of hands and weird arms reaching out, stretching towards you all, and you made your way through. They're now here at the heart of despair. To give... You pass through the clammy darkness. Oh, that was wrong. Making sure I get the right description. You pretty much came to this large cavern, this cyst sitting at the center of this tangled dungeon, beating like a heart, the ruidium crystals sprouting from it. And you all know that is the source of the sorrow and of the Apathian's suffering. That is the prison he is trapped in. I will say, what are you all feeling?
Tired.
Overwhelmed.
I'll say you know what you've all done and what all needs to be done, but before that, you hear the echoing cries of Elixion through this, just, let me be free! And his torment and his rage is now palpable as you hear boom, 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 boom. And there's a slight whoosh, 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 a tearing sound as, in its final act of desperation, there is a tear right here in this room. A little portal opens up. Out comes spilling Iojabe, Elsiriad, Irvin, Dermot, Maggie. I will say...
It's never good when Facemess pops on.
Anybody else spilling out right now?
Well, that's offensive.
Hell yeah.
I love you, Saeryn.
it's is it the effect of like, oh wow, this room has a lot of ammo and health packs in it.
That's the good thing. Hopefully that's it.
Yep. And hands. It was
and
strange.
hands.
Can you see Saeryn?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you're asking Saeryn if he can see.
That
I can see.
I can see Saeryn.
I see
Yeah.
Saeryn.
Like 5 minutes ago, so we're running real nice and hot today.
Yeah, I will say you just saw the party very recently. They had plunged down deep into the Netherdeep. A portal had opened up a short while later, an untold amount of time while you've been sitting there focusing on that portal. They had all jumped out, told you of some crazy stuff. You said you were tired for needed to go to bed. And then everyone got a long rest that was taken in 10 minutes ostensibly because of a blessing of a turtle that you could not make any sense of.
That sounds Fey Wild as hell to me. I don't know. Fey realm, no trademarks.
Exactly. But you were sitting there, so you had that long rest. You now have your level ups. Explain the toll that Saeryn, while you were sitting there concentrating, though, you know the longer you held that portal closed, you felt dunamantic energy start trying to rip and tear it apart as soon as you had closed it, and you were fighting off that ever since and doing everything you can.
I mean, he is not just looking rough, but parts of him look like slightly skinnier, emaciated. His face has like a gauntness to it, and some of like the hair on his head and his beard and just like on his chest, like just his general hirsuteness seems to be diminished and whiter.
And then
He's been concentrating on this one thing that's supposed to last for maybe a minute for hours and forcing it closed.
And could you go ahead and give me a concentration check to see what toll that took on you?
You'll also see that he is completely and utterly focused on what he is doing. I took Resilient Con.
Amazing.
For 12. Did you want that just straight?
Make it with advantage since you didn't have time to sit and focus on it.
Well, that wasn't at advantage like I wanted it. 1 second.
It could be better. We'll go with that first one.
I think the 24 is the best I'm getting out of this situation.
So out of a DC 30 concentration check to maintain that portal being closed, you're 24, making you 6 short. You have to sacrifice 6 levels worth of spell slots for the energy expended. It was for every point he was got below 30, he was going to have to spend a spell slot. So he rolled really, really well.
I'll burn a 2nd and a 4th level to get to the 6.
Perfect. Yeah, whatever math needed. And as this moment happens, the portal, you go get torn asunder. You see the enemy party, Galsiriad, Maggie, Io, Irvin, and Dermot. Let me see if I can find photos of them to pop up for y'all. You see Io with that bone spear. There is Irvin. Those
I
popping up.
misread that as Io engaged for a second there. I was like, oh, congratulations!
Dermot with the wild Lux and Ruidium shard mace. Whatever ridiculous.
That is wild. Look at that. Bludgeoning damage except for this one side.
Maggie, large adamant plate, huge axe. Scars worn on her face. She looks a lot different from the last time. And then, does that show you the Skelsiriad?
Yes, Elsiriad.
Excellent. You all immediately see Gelsiriad is yeah, somehow for elf has aged a little bit, got a little bit more of that vest, but you see he looks exhausted and haggard. Whatever dunamantic ritual he had to do, you hear Dermot praising the Luxon. It's like, oh, thank you, Luxon the Light. I knew your divine intervention could be relied on. As Maggie jumps forward, Maggie and Io jump up to the front, and Io pulls that spear out in front of you. It's like, all right, nice little trick you had there. Now, what have you all been up to in here?
Surviving.
I could see that, but looks like barely. Yeah, you guys kind of look like shit, not gonna lie.
Wait, we had to go through all that, and you guys just stepped through a portal, and you're here.
It kind of sucks, doesn't it? We gotta kill everything, do our things, and they just show up.
Thanks to I call it on the divine intervention of the Luxon Mace, and Gelsiriad here was able to perform a dunamantic ritual to ensure the success. And then Gelsiriad interrupts. He's like, and there's also a teleportation spell to get us here, but I think I knew exactly where we were headed, just had to follow the trail. And he points over to Saeryn.
Trail? What do you mean trail?
I will recognize your Feywild energy through any plane. I could follow it anywhere.
Well, please don't. Creepy. Ooh.
Well, the way I see it, you've gone gallivanted off with something that belongs to me, belongs to us. And whatever the fuck this is,
That's an imp.
it's not there.
He points to him.
Nosebleed.
Don't worry, it's just here to give off light.
You should go touch it.
Where are we?
I believe this is the heart of Elixion.
I really wouldn't be shitty to you, but I can't, Maggie. I just really can't.
So this is the source of all the suffering. You can see the pain and the ragged breathing.
Hearts don't breathe, Maggie. They beat. But I understand what you're saying.
We could hear him, his cries. We could see echoes of the memories on the screen like silhouettes. Like
If
raindrops.
you get on this if you get on this tunnel, there's a lot more memories you can go check out. So why don't you guys go that way and go ahead and catch up on the story and the lore, and then you can come back up here when we're done.
I don't think it will be that easy.
It will be. You just walk down that tunnel. It's great.
You see Galsarian in the back begins to go casting a spell.
Really should have taken up counterspell.
And you see he waves his hand and he says, I detect magical mote of energy surrounding them. And he looks over at the cyst and he looks back at you guys. So what were your plans exactly?
Well, I believe we need to enter the heart and see what we can do from within.
It's trying to figure out. Seems like we've had a few differences on what should be done, eh? And he cocks an eyebrow, Galsarian cocks an eyebrow over to Dermot, and Dermot speaks up and he says, I must deliver this to him. And he hefts the mace that he's been holding. He says, This is what he needs. This is what he's been calling for this whole time. If I can get this into his hands, this will give him what he needs to escape. Yeah, I'm sick of hearing that. I kind of want to go put an end to this. I'm sick of this melancholy dweeb jerking us around. I think he needs to go be put down for good. And Maggie, she like solemnly looks up at her group and she looks over at you. And well, what is your plan?
It is my belief that he can be saved, and that's what I intend on doing.
That's what we all intend on doing. Helping him find redemption.
While I agreed, the one thing we cannot let him do is escape. That was made certain to us by his former lover.
What the fuck does that mean?
Exactly what I said. We cannot let him escape.
That is a point that I agree. Galsarian speaks up, and you see he pulls out there's like a scroll case, and he says, I believe he could be kept here, put into a slumber or some other form of stasis. That way he no longer suffers, and we can use these resources for the greater good.
Use the resource. That seems. You mean like put him to sleep, then pull parts from him? Is that what I'm picking
Do
up?
you understand how powerful this ruidium is? How great of a spellcasting focus it can be? The
understand it's
applications.
And you understand it's poison? It's it can be used, but it's highly dangerous.
Only if you don't take the right precautions. Maybe if we put him in a slumber and imprisonment, and his rage will subside, and then maybe the corruption will go with it.
Dagger steps forward and he's not emoting it directly, but you can tell he's furious. And he says directly to Galsarian, only directly to him, and how many of us are going to be sacrificed as you try to figure this out? There shouldn't be any more. I need to be the last.
He takes a good look at you. Well, I don't know what was done to you exactly by whatever weak-minded people that weren't able to make the right insurances, but
I've heard that before. It was from those weak-minded people. You're playing the same game, and you will lose. I take off my mask and throw the cloak aside to see just how bad it is now. Most of my face is covered in the veiny iridium, and it's becoming stone. My arm is hard to move because it looks like it's basically petrifying as this material.
yes, very well, you just aren't as weak-willed, then perhaps Dermot here has shown great magic that can help fix any problems. Yes, but first, we have to get this to Elixion. There's no time to waste. Once we get this to him, then we can get figured out from there. I have to.
And what compels you?
The Luxon, and he holds up that mace. The light.
Oh, that was Dermot. Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I need to signify better. Yeah, Dermot's the one who says he needs to get in there. Galsiri was the one who was talking before that.
Yes.
I think we're all trying to make decisions for a person that is lost and hurting, and we really need to see is what, if anybody, I don't know, maybe his last of kin wants to do with him. Make sure that we're on their best, Elixion's best interest here.
Mm-hmm. And you see,
He looks over Ludo.
Yeah, and you see Maggie. She quirks an eye and raises an eyebrow, and she says, "We did think that you looked like him."
So you agree that the jewel is probably his, since he's, a descendant. Looking at Maggie, trying to convince her that that's a good idea.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I really should have lied. I'm better at that. Damn it! I rolled a 3, 6.
It's not that she hears your words, and you look on her face, and no insight roll required. She kind of agrees with you, but you see the uncertainty, and would you betray your friends and go against their wishes? Jesus Christ, Saeryn.
Whoa.
What?
So
No way.
Oh man, that's some last episode energy right there.
The best portent roll.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
Just gonna write that in my notes right here.
That's you lick the pen before putting it to paper. That's one of those moves. Holy shit. Yeah, you all just witnessed Saeryn grab some fucking liquid gold RNG. that is juicing right there. But you see Maggie, she goes to put an arm out, and she's like, maybe we should listen. And I brushes it off, and she says, no, I'm fucking sick of this runaround. This was ours. I grabbed it first. and then you stole it from us. We've been trying to catch up ever since. Whoever's going in there is going to be the ones that have it. And I'm going to take it from you if I must. And you see she arms her spear at the ready.
We've seen Dermot talk to the mace, right?
There's been, yeah, you see, there's been weird, like, head cocks, and he's, been very weird ever since he got it. And you see, actually,
Ludo.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if Ludo is kind of equating that to when the amulet was talking to him.
Hmm.
And I think he's going to, kind of turn to the party a little bit and keep his voice a little bit lower. But
you can psychically
obviously-
communicate with us.
Oh, with the entire party?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dagger lets everyone do that.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just with Dagger or with everyone. I forgot.
No, our bond allows us to all simultaneously telepathically communicate.
Gotcha. That's right. Yeah. Have you guys seen the way that Dermot talks to that mace, or the way that he interacts with it? It kind of reminds me of when I had that voice talking to me from this amulet, and it turned out to be that Asmodean imp. Do you think there's a possibility that there's also an imp speaking to Dermot?
Girl, I've noticed him talk to that mace since the day he got it, but I fear what's inside it is worse than what we have seen in that amulet. Whatever's in there is not good news.
I have a bad feeling this is going to be a fight either way. Kind of wish we could just run and be done with it and just lock him out again.
Where's Aloysia when you need her? I think Ludo's always kind of liked Maggie ever since she took care of the baby. I think he's gonna kind of reach into his history as the redemption paladin a little bit and try to quell any aggression here. Now, we're all here for the same reason, to solve this issue, but we all have different ideas for how to fix this. Bottom line, we need to end Elixian's suffering, and the best way that we can do that is to help him seek redemption. He needs to see that all of this wasn't his fault.
I agree with you. I don't know if you're equipped for redemption anymore.
And she looks down at your Ruidium Great Axe and shield. And Irvin speaks up. He says, "Well, this is getting fucking tiring. Are we doing this or not, guys?" Like I said, I will not be stopped. He will not be stopped. So, Yelsiriad, what do I need to do? It looks like the young one. Looks like he has something extra floating around him. They all have a little bit of energy, but the Ashari has two. Get him first. And I think we're gonna need to roll initiative.
Yeah, when Ludo hears that, he makes sure that he's in front of Aljin.
And blushes. No one sees it.
Put the wizard in the front.
Put the wizard in the front.
No, don't do it.
Oh. 6. Good gravy.
Yeah. Those
Oh, guys, we're rolling some bowls there, guys. Dagger, nice. Good job,
everyone
Dagger.
is going to see your persuasion hasn't been for naught this entire module, Maggie's had an ability. Her battle ready tactician. She lets her allies and herself roll with advantage on initiative. You do not see that happening right now.
Nice. I wish
don't
it
think they
made
need
a
it.
difference. Morgan. Oh, that's a perfect place for a cleric. I love it.
Honestly, yeah, I'm not.
It's
that
a perfect place for a cleric. Dagger rolls a natural 20 and Morgan rolls the 1. That is, I mean,
I rolled a 1 also.
It's
You roll
one
one.
of those days. All right, and you see, y'all have had some rests. Y'all have had some time. You don't know if that's the case for this group. Dagger, you're first.
It's true. They did not have the turtle blessing.
And I think we need to jump it up a little bit. Well, this is decisive battle, the rivals.
Is the portal still open?
There is still... I never took it away.
just shove them back and just close it.
I emit that thought through my mind. Let's see. What can we do? It's not going to cause all sorts of trouble.
I think they'd be looking for trouble, my friend.
Well, more trouble. Let's see.
40. I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to bonus action use a dagger teleportation. Oops, wrong way. So let me roll a 7. So that is... How far away is that? Bonus action. 10 times- Okay, so that's up to 70 feet. I'm gonna go right over to here. Just on the edge of the ledge, right next to the... it's the Emperor need to roll. I am going to then... See, that was my bonus action. I'm going to stab with the Dagger of Venom. It's only a 9. Wow. That hurts.
Damn, there's that crit in the other half too.
I know.
Is it crit for advantage for any reason?
I was going to
tell 'em?
say for the beginning for this finale episode, everyone will have one heroic inspiration from the DM. You can use it at your discretion.
Oh man.
Saying if you want to use it right now after the fact, you may. I will give you that. Or if you want to save it for later, it's up to you.
I'm gonna
save this for later. Let's see, 20.
And this was against Gelsiriad.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, that was a terrible roll. I'm not gonna blow another die. I'm gonna then move on to the other side of the portal. So, like, just kind of like tiptoeing along the edge to get over there. If you need me to make an acrobatics roll to avoid, like, falling into the pit, I will do that.
You can't roll
Are we in
below a
water?
21, so.
Are we in water or is this non-water?
That is a great question. Let me get a full
Oh, yeah.
clarification on this.
Because shoving rules are going to be questioned at this point if we're not in water.
I believe this is still underwater.
Okay, that's why I thought it
because
would
we're
have been.
still.
Okay.
So that whole conversation was kind of funky.
Yeah.
The underwater sound, burbling.
That
Sorry, I was just reading stuff. Was there a question I was reading and I missed whatever the last thing was said? Sorry.
The question was, are we still underwater?
Yes, I believe
Okay.
so. I'm double checking, but it appears so.
Okay.
I just swim around the other side of the portal, trying to like keep it between me and some of them. I don't know how well that's working, but that's the movement I got, and that would be my turn.
Yeah. So this immense cavern contains a spherical black mass resembling a giant organ or cyst that nearly fills the space. Veins of radium crisscrossing, covered with spiked protuberances that retract and elongate as it pulsates. Does not say anything about not being in water, so awesome. And so you go move around, and yeah, I was gonna say it would be an acrobatics check, but you can't fail it, so you can roll bad, but you still can't fail. So that
What
would
team
end your
goes
turn.
before us?
All right, now it'll be Dermot's turn. No, I was worried about this part. He is going to go ahead and shoot a spell. Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and shoot out at Aljin. Be a 15 to hit.
Hits.
All right. You'll take 11 radiant. And it just says you are blinded until the end of your next turn. And he'll come and move up onto you. So he goes here. He's gonna run 30 feet up and start closing the gap towards you. And then it'll be Io's turn. And she's gonna say, finally, it's gonna be mine. She's gonna run up to you right here, Ludo. Swim up to you. She's gonna take her 3 attacks at you. That's gonna be a crit to hit.
Yep.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Negate the crit.
We're going to negate the crit.
Alright, so you'll just take 16 piercing.
Sentinel Death's Door.
Once again, Morgan sees that moment and you say not today. And then a second attack at Ludo for 16 and then an 18, both will miss.
Yep.
As you see this ruinous spear she has. And that will be Galsiriad's turn. He's going to look over at you, Saeryn. And he's going to say, nothing personal. And he's going to shoot a magical spell ability at you. It'll be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
It's 32 necrotic. It will gain 10 temp. And then that will be Saren's turn.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you see them moving in and trying to just do whatever they can as fast as possible. Wizard thrust into it all of a sudden. Good thing the spell book is waterproof.
Saeryn digs deep into his brain and thinks about some of the new stuff that he was working on while he was focused on the forcing this planar rip closed. Just the way he had to use pure force to maintain it in a shut, stable situation. And he thinks, and he points over at Kelsariad and said, maybe we'll talk later. And I use a 5th level spell to cast Wall of Force.
Amazing. What does that do?
10-foot hemisphere that completely shuts them inside of the Wall of Force.
I'm looking. You're just getting Gelsiriad?
It's a 10-foot radius. I'll put it on top of Shaggy. So down 1 over to the left. I think that gets all 3 of them in there.
Yeah, he is going to attempt to throw out his last spell and slot he has, and he's been saving onto his last counter spell at 3rd level.
I counterspell at 3rd level.
And that's done. He had to try.
Oh, good call. Oh, amazing. Now he's gonna take down an ogre. Or no, she's in the spell. She's in the wall.
Nothing physical, is immune to all damage, can't be dispelled by dispel magic, disintegrate. Guess what spell he doesn't have?
Dispel magic.
Disintegrate.
Oh, that's a damn shame for him.
So it's a 10-foot radius. Because it is right on the. I just hate that these tokens aren't thing, but Maggie is pretty much right in that because she would be centered on that.
It also says at the very bottom, if the wall cuts through a creature's space when it appears, the creature is pushed to one side of the wall. Your choice which side. I choose inside.
Yeah, never mind. It has the rules for it. So we'll make her go up one there, just a boom. And you see he says, no, crap, and then boom. And then you just hear them like shouting word like silently pounding against the wall, but you can't hear anything. And you hear Maggie just like, no, boom, 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 boom.
Oh.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that was enough for right now. I mean, he's tired.
Yeah. Irvin's turn.
Oh, no, wait. Absolutely not. I need to move. This sucks.
This sucks.
Shaggy is gonna spend his 1-a-day shatter against the spell wall because he's an artificer. He's not a smart mage, and it will do absolutely nothing. So that'll be Maggie's turn. She's gonna try break it. Absolutely nothing. Aljin, you are blind.
Okay, I'm going to do something that's going to do my action reaction. I'm going to ask Ludo, I'm going to come up into Ludo's space and like hold on to him and tell him, I can't see anything. I need to be aimed. Can you like kind of aim me at least 2 people on your... And I want him to sort of guide me if he can to the 2 people, because I could like bump up into him and be like, where is the next closest person? Because I know kind of where they're at. I know they're in the front area, but I'm trying to like make it that I can't see.
Yeah, because
if he tells me they're straight, like on his turn, if he tells me they're straight ahead of me from where I'm at right now, or where they're at, where I can get them in a cone, I will do Rhymes Binding Ice. Is my plan. It's just an oldie but a goodie, and it's a 30-foot cone. So if he can like tell me like where I can get like a couple of them, I will. I'm going to use that as my action and reaction. The 30-foot cone is pretty.
How would you spend your turn trying to help Aljin with that, if you wanted to?
If you wanted to, he doesn't have to.
And I think Ludo already has a plan for what he wanted to do.
That's fine.
So can
I mean, I can pop shot it also. It would just be a randomized. I know where I am. I know where they were. It would just kind of be randomized at this point.
Yeah.
So that's like my two options. Actually, I have a third option. Like, I would ask you, it would be a questioning you, like, would you help me? Because I'm blind to the end of who's next turn?
Yeah.
Jack?
It would be Ludo.
So mine
would be, till the end of your turn, yeah.
At the end of my turn.
Yeah, so if you would just reaction,
100%.
yeah.
Can I move into Ludo's space and ready an action to when I'm not blind? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much it'd be Ludo. You'll just have to move out of that space basically on your turn.
Yep.
Awesome.
Started planning on it.
Perfect. So Ludo, make your movement, and then Aljin, make your cone at the same exact time.
Okay, cool. love, hate that.
I mean, that's kind of what's happening, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna catch me anyway, so...
It's gonna catch you, and I was planning on doing something, but go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, I'm actually going to use a bonus action for my movement to expend a jewel charge to teleport myself right here, and both Dermot and Io need to give me a DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
DC 18 con?
Yep.
Alright, for Io, 18, and then Dermy. He's got a bonus to that, 9.
Alright, so on a failed save, the creature takes 4d10 radiant damage and is blind until the start of my next turn. On successful save, the creature takes half as much and is not blinded.
Awesome.
So 4d10. 26 damage to Dermot, and he's blind. And 13 to Io, and she can still see.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough.
Which one's blinded?
Dermot.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, because pretty much your trigger was like when you could see, right?
When I could see, yeah.
So yeah, it's like as soon as you open up and you're like, I could see, and then Ludo appears right in the same exact space.
I mean, I'm gonna do it. It sucks, but I'm gonna do it. I was already planning on doing it because I wanted to stop as many people as possible, not knowing there's a dome there. So I do cast Rhymes Binding Ice, and I am also going to do something I've never done, I don't think, as a sorcerer, and I've had this for, I think, the beginning, and that's heightened my spell, and I'm going to make Io do this at disadvantage as I heighten the spell. So all three of those people, because it pretty much from where I'm at, where I can cast it from, it should the 30-foot cone should
Ludo, Dermot.
them both. Io, Ludo, Dermot, which
Io at disadvantage, so
con
fail.
20. Con 20.
Meet
So
some
she
monsters.
is now bound. Ludo, you're also bound, and Dermot, you're also bound. So the crappy part is that three of the, like, Ludo can get beat up by 2 people right now, bound, but it sucks. Until someone can break him free. They take 10 points of cold damage, all of them, and they're all frozen to the ground right now.
Yeah, so they can't make any movements until...
Correct. Movement is 0 for the next minute or until someone breaks them loose. with their action.
They can't break themselves free, right? It has to be someone else.
Let me look for each creature.
Because I've like played it like
With
that the whole
ice.
campaign, and I'm like, wait, should I have been having them break
No,
themselves
it says,
out? Yeah.
It says they are hindered by ice formation for 1 minute or until. Oh no! It says or until it or another creature breaks it loose. So it could break itself loose, but we have been playing it where another creature breaks it loose. But it does say it or another creature breaks it loose.
Awesome. Well, that'll be your turn. Ludo, you did your bonus action.
Yep. So I can still swing.
Yes,
You
sir.
can still swing in.
All right. Well, I noticed that Io wasn't blinded by that bonus action, so I'm gonna start swinging at Io, especially since she's the one that hit me and it hurt.
Well, no one can do anything about it because the mage with silvery barbs is behind a force wall. So, yeah.
Well, let me double check whether or not they can cast spells through the wall.
Okay, yeah.
Because that might be different. Give me 1 second.
Okay. I'm gonna say he's not gonna be able to get that silvery barbs off through there though right now. See if he can do anything else, but so we'll go ahead and let that crit hit. Oh, he already used his reaction on the counter spell anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how much damage?
That plus
So 15, 19, 34 plus 13 is 47.
plus I'm gonna throw a second level smite on that. So is that 6? Is that D6 or D8? I've only been
D8.
doing this the entire game.
No. So it's second level would be yeah, perfect. So you see Dermot blinded, frozen. Your attack would have been at advantage anyway. You would have another swing, but you already got the crit on the first hit. And he says, "Luxon, light, no! How am I blinded at the end?" And you, bam, knock him unconscious.
Oh no, I was swinging at Io.
Oh, you're swinging at Io. Okay. Never mind. So that is 47 plus 35. So that is 82. Well, you see she's wildly swinging away, and she's on her next turn is about to start going to grab at the amulet. You see she's like clawing out for it, and she says, "You will not steal my destiny!" And then you just put her unconscious. I assume you're not trying to be lethal.
Yeah, not at this point.
Hesitation is palpable.
Yeah. I mean, she hit me pretty hard to start off.
Nice. She will go down, but she will activate her orcish relentless endurance, come back up at 1 hit point, and then she's going to use her reaction to when she uses her relentless endurance, she can make an opportunity attack as a reaction against you. And that'll just be an 11 to hit.
Well then.
That would have missed me.
Damn, y'all. All right, yeah, that's what you got.
All right, well, let's. Man. All right, yeah, she stands back up and swings again. So, yeah, swing right back.
22 will hit. Now she'll go to. And you hear her cry out. It's like, no! You can't keep me down! And she gets back up, and then you go and stab her through again. And you hear Dermot cry out, Ayo, no! Morgan, it is your turn. Any movement from Ludo?
I can't move, but as he's knocking her back down and Dermot's reacting, he's just gonna call out, "It didn't have to be this way."
Morgan, is your turn.
Morgan kind of has like a look in her eyes, something that she has been wanting to do for a while now. She slowly makes her way up to Dermot and begins to cast a spell.
Smell the herbs on you.
This is your end.
You reek of
And
death.
she channels this dark light power that she carries with her. We're upcasting a spell to, let's say, 5th level.
Damn, y'all.
He's blind, right?
Yes.
A 32, nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let me just add this up for you guys.
Man.
Just a quick 51 and 36, 87.
Just a quick 87 damage.
So his hit points are 93 to begin with. And that's if he fully healed up before the damage that was dealt to him. So yeah, he down. Now he cries out, "No, no, light, don't betray me. Why am I blinded by the light?" And then you just come and reach in, and how does your inflict wounds hit him?
So, you know, she kind of comes in and she carries normally like this kind of dark purple light. This seems a bit more gray, a bit more empty, a bit more void, a bit more death. And she reaches out to him and grabs him by the throat and just kind of sucks the life from him and then drops him.
And he drops unconscious at your feet. Dagger. A lot has happened since you went and hid behind that portal.
yeah. If I'm needed anymore.
And y'all were scared.
I mean, we did gain a wizard, so
Yeah, we came out swinging pretty hard.
I don't know what to do at this moment. I guess we're either going to drop the barrier and bad stuff's going to continue happening, or
If you want to reposition around it somehow, then I can drop it. But I can also drop it now if you like, because it's dropping concentration's free.
are we just murking these guys? Because I saw one's dead.
Yeah.
I'll move the.
I was told they were unconscious.
And they, people inside you, you all can't see. It's a opaque wall, so you can't see it.
Actually,
They
the
can't
wall's
see it.
invisible.
Okay.
The wall's technically invisible, just provides total cover. It's weird.
Got it. Okay. So you see,
Screaming and bashing on the wall.
Gelsiriad is staring daggers at you, and he's like furiously looking through his spell book. You see Irvin is like hand in heads, like trying to look around and see what he can do, and you just see Maggie looking back at Dermot and Io and like pounding helplessly on the wall, like pleading to go like help them.
I'm gonna hold my action. I'm gonna attack, and when the barrier goes down,
All right.
and I'll just sit right here.
We'll start with Dermot's death save. 18. We're gonna do Io's death save. 4. Then we're going to move on to Galceriad, who will ready in action. Back to Saeryn. You see Galceriad kind of look around, and like he begins like casting a spell, but he doesn't have like an offensive posture.
So he just prepared to cast a spell.
Actually, wait. No, I already said he is out of spell slot, so let me just double check. Yeah, he actually has nothing. He begins like readying an action, but yeah, you see all offensive posture has dropped. He went to go begin preparing a spell and then realized he is out of resources because he burned a lot before that and he never got a long rest afterwards.
All right, what do you think? Should I just drop that wall and see if they want to negotiate some more?
I think that might be wise.
All
I
right.
don't see the need for killing them all, although we can if we need to.
The portal's still open. They can just walk through it.
All right. And I'll drop my concentration on the wall of force.
No! Dermot!
You man, this sucks. And you see Galceriad, arms up. Well, it was quick work. Doing anything else, Saeryn?
I mean, that's not even using an action. 1 second. Let me double check to see what I got.
I think you proved your point. We have no business being here. We should all just go home.
Well, I don't think they did, but they might be soon if you don't take them out of here. Also, make sure when the next time you come for us, you are not allowed to miss. You will be punished, and as my action. No, this is also when I finish a short rest, so I can't do it right now. Okay, that doesn't work.
1 minute, wizard stuff. I just love the amount of speed reading that wizards do during battle.
Right? I mean, that's why it's called prepared, right? Like, I've got
Totally actually do that.
prepared by a lot. Sadly, I cannot use Arcane Recovery right now because it is not when I finish it. I am not finishing in long rest currently. So, whoops. But yeah, I'll tell them this is the last time that we're gonna give you any mercy on this. We came here to do what we need to do. We're gonna save that man. You should take your friends out of here. We're not trying to kill you. If I wanted you dead, you wouldn't know it. You'd be dead.
Loinks, I believe it, man.
Yeah, I don't have anything I need to cast right now. I'm gonna conserve resources. I take the dodge action just in case someone gets a wild hair up their ass.
And your turn. Irvin will come running up and he does not have a potion, so let's see if he can make a medicine check. He fails to stabilize Io. Maggie will come running up to Dermot, and she will try and stabilize him. stabilizes Dermot, but you see Morgan, that mace has dropped and like rolled out from his fingers and is like laying right at your feet. And it is Aljin's turn.
I select the right thing, and I walk up and I use my action to bust the ice away from Ludo. That's my action.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, he knows. He's been with me long enough. It's like, hey,
day one,
mean,
I've been hit with the ice.
I think it was ice knife a lot, and I've kind of grown since then, and it's a lot bigger ice knives. I'm sorry. And he takes his quarterstaff and just busts the ice off his feet. Is my action. I really don't have too incredibly much for a bonus action. I wish I had something for a bonus action, and I don't. So that's going to be like the thing. So that's 5 up there, and then I'm going to just sort of back. Yeah, 10, 15. I'm going back to there. Seeing if any swings are being taken at all.
All right.
If not, I'll just be like, the portal's still open, guys. You can take them and scoop them and go
let us-
quickly. That's it. Just go.
It appears that you have won, Gelsiriad says. Ludo, is your turn.
Yeah, Ludo's gonna see. Which one tried to stabilize Io?
Irvin.
Yeah, he's gonna see Irvin fail, and he's gonna reach down and spend 1 point of lay on hands just to stabilize her.
All right. She's back up again at 1 hit point. She gasps. "Ah! No. She sees he's like down prone at your feet, Irvin over her. And she despairs and grits her teeth and lets out a snarl. Morgan, is your turn.
I think Morgan's gonna grab that mace real quick and stash that shit away in her bag of holding. She's also gonna say
You grab
out
the
loud
mace.
to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead, say what you're
Gonna
saying
say-
out loud.
Because he deemed it so necessary, I'll take this, and if we have need of it, we will use it. But no, it will be a last resort. And she grabs the mace.
Who wields me now?
Oh, no.
I feel like Morgan has seen this coming since the day she laid eyes on this mace. In the cave, she saw Dermot's ears twitch. She gives no response and jams it into the bag of holding.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Is it too late to use that heroic inspiration?
You know what?
What is with these crit, fail, crit, success BS we're rolling
Right.
tonight, guys?
It's definitely final game
I-
rolls, baby.
Oh, crap!
Said I would allow it earlier in, and you tell me what's the better moment.
I don't think there is a better moment. I think this is it. This is
Yeah.
her like in her like I feel such relief right now, honestly, because like half of her mission was to stop Dermot from doing whatever the fuck he was doing. If that meant ending him, it meant ending him. The trick I pulled on the Haruspecs last time was actually intended for Dermot.
The
I
whole
had that
time.
shit planned.
Holy
Auto credits, taking away resistance. I had that shit like on lock months ago. So like, she's single-mindedly focused on getting this mace away from him, and I think that's what's allowing her to push this away.
We can cause so much death.
I I think hearing that, she would actually respond to the mace, and being like, I'm not responsible for causing death, just for transitioning life into death. And that's when she puts it in the bag.
And we will see you suffer for eternity, and you stuff it away. Silence. Since that is an extra dimensional plane. You said bag of holding, right?
She does have a bag of holding.
Alright, that will suffice. Dagger.
Well, I'm having technical difficulties now. I don't actually attack whenever the barrier goes down. I think I'm able to, like, do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just say no.
Yeah, no, a lot.
Okay. Now that the barrier's down, I'm gonna try to pickpocket that scroll.
Go ahead. Make a dexterity stealth check.
Sleight of hand or stealth?
Sleight of hand, sorry.
I mean, it kind of doesn't matter.
Same
but...
thing, yeah.
Yeah. What the heck? I don't know. Roll20's acting very weird for me right now. I'm not sure if it's my browser or if it's Roll20 itself.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you can't get less than a 21, so you just need to roll higher than your minimum. And that's basically
19.
You rolled
Yeah, it would be a 19. It's the max roll. Did it show through for you guys?
No, yeah, we're not seeing a number.
Ah.
Cause what did you roll on the die? Is that one of your proficiency?
Yeah, it's a skill.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if you're unnatural talent or whatever, or should rock
It
over,
would.
yeah.
Yeah, so like it would be 10 plus 9. So that's technically the lowest roll.
Got it. Well, he got a 21 on his perception check. I will say is, I don't know if anyone has any reaction mitigation somehow.
I wish I had something. Yeah, I don't.
Alright. You see Galsteriad will slap your hand away and be like, what do you think you're doing?
It's just not like activating for me in any way.
Here, just do a... Yeah, if you
I
need
got
to.
a D20 somewhere.
Yeah. Or you can roll on roll 20, but yeah, same thing.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. It's not showing up because it's not D&D Beyond. It's roll 20 that's like broke.
Weird.
Oh, okay. I see stuff activating on the thing now. Let me go get a D20.
Okay.
It's just
Just
downstairs.
get D20.
Fuck it, doing it live.
Doing it live. Dice bag. D20. Oh, now it's reloading. A 13 on the die plus 9. I am not lying. That's a 13 on the die. Math. Math is hard. Why? That's 22.
22. We'll say then that it surpasses it by 1. Just beats his 21 perception.
Yeah, I yoinked the scroll that he was waving around earlier at the cyst, thinking, like, I don't want him walking away or doing anything stupid with that. If he's gonna do stupid experiments, I'm gonna make sure I can stop that and want to take that scroll from him.
You have a scroll to add into your pocket that will take you need to investigate to know exactly, or hand off to a wizard.
I'm gonna hand this to a wizard. I just saunter over to that wizard and I know I was like just trying to yoink it off of him without him noticing, but I just hand it to Saeryn. Figure out what this is.
What? Oh. I thought we were at a truce here.
And you see Dermot is stable, but he's still unconscious because he was not healed. So he does not wake up. And Io begins to claw, sitting up, and she says, "So is this how it is, eh? Kicking us to the dirt?"
Io, we lost.
We kicked you to the dirt instead of putting you under it.
We
Yeah.
also have a unified front in what we plan on doing. You do not. There was 5 different outcomes from each of you. All of them possibly dangerous. We can't allow that to happen because we cannot allow Alexian to be free. Redemption is the best path forward. Not harvesting him for a science project. And that's me communicating directly with
Yeah. Through your
Sort
gravel mouth.
no, I'm psychically.
Okay, just projecting
Talking.
in the head. I need you all to make a group intimidation roll.
That's it.
Okay. Well,
Ludo, yes. Narratively beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh man.
fitting.
Are no
So good.
penalties for bad rolls.
a 5.
And you see Io. And you see this corruption, this rage building through her. And she wouldn't listen to reason, but Ludo, you just kind of stamp down and like put your foot down like back on her and like make her go back to the ground. And she says, "That I do understand. So, you all know it's best then. You have it all figured out." She spits on the ground at your foot, Ludo. But maybe you can do better than us then. And if not, then we'll be out here waiting to pick up the mess that you leave behind.
Seems to be a running theme.
You're a good C team.
That really hurt.
Mad shade.
You guys did a lot of bad stuff. You dropped like a cavern on us at one point, and that hurt more than that when I lost my arm.
I don't remember dropping a cavern anybody.
Somewhere out there, Trixie is soloing a dragon. Is like, you're damn right.
Oh, gee.
I think with that, they
Oh,
kind of, there is no fight left in their sails. And Maggie, she like picks up and she's carrying the unconscious body of Dermot, and she looks at Morgan and she says,
I wasn't gonna let him do whatever he was planning on doing. I wanted to make sure I was there for him in the end.
Maggie, you are a beautiful soul. I trust you, and I thank you for that. That mace has been trouble from the beginning. I'm just glad to get it away from him.
I don't trust anything that speaks in your head.
Well, I will not speak to Maggie.
We'll take care of this. Don't worry. You guys go on and rest. And maybe once this is all over, we can continue our adventures together as friends.
I would like that. I would like to play a game of dragon chess with you.
I don't quite know how to play, but I'd be excited if you could teach me.
I'm sure you'll love it. But I don't think we have time for that, Galsariad speaks up. So what is your plan exactly?
Go into the heart and save Elixion. It's that simple.
I hope you all have a good idea on what that means. I don't trust him. This is someone who is unstable. Yeah, he deserves to be put down before he can be unleashed. I don't think he's worth saving anymore.
If we fail at saving him, then we will do what must be done. But I have to try.
Yeah, well, don't say we didn't warn you. I guess this is it then. Galsariad speaks up. And he comes and walks over to you, Saeryn. Wish things could have been a little bit different. You needed to know, just in case. That's the spell of imprisonment. And he points at the scroll that Dagger had given you.
Well, just take a look, see. Oh, yep. Definitely an imprisonment spell.
Yeah. And that is a wild ass spell for people who are not familiar with it. Let me get the VTT for y'all. So it's a big, long spell with components that require some likeness, but you see Ruidium crystal has been used in the composing of this spell scroll. Create a magical constraint to hold a creature, and that creature is bound. The spell has a duration until dispelled, and you can choose following forms of imprisonment, where burial, it's entombed far beneath the earth in a sphere of magical force. Nothing can pass through. No extraplanar stuff. There's chaining. The creature gets restrained, chained in place. There's a hedged prison that puts in a tiny demiplane that wards it against any travel. Could be any form of labyrinth, cage, tower, structure of your choice. Minimus containment shrinks to a height of 1 inch, imprisoned inside a gemstone or similar object. Then there's slumber. The target falls asleep and can't be awoken. Yeah, and then it'll end if it gets dispelled, or if the 9th level dispel magic, or if the caster does something about it. And I think you realize the true grim nature of Galsariad's plan.
Oofed. Imprison them in the Iridium. It's a pretty strong move.
He can't be saved. And I fear what will happen with this space if he were to pass. Just keep that in mind. I want to make sure I see you again on the other side too.
All right.
Well
Anyway,
then,
we should get to it.
yeah, what y'all fucking waiting for? If you don't go in there, I'm gonna rip this off his neck and go in myself.
We all immediately form up, and I'm just gonna put a finger pointing at him like, "Do it again."
Force cage.
Oh no!
She's
The next one is not a force cage.
All right. It seems tensions have been reduced, and they do not seem to be hostile anymore for the moment. Leaving you all a brief second. And with that, we should probably take a quick break, huh?
Oh boy, here it comes.
Yeah.
Oh,
For it.
oh.
Does that mean it's time?
Maybe the last time.
It's a
Yeah.
sad thought.
It's a sad thought. Don't worry, there's a pet food commercial with this on it. I get on YouTube every once in a while. It makes me so happy.
Love it. And then with that, I will actually stop this recording to keep things nice and crisp. And then we'll take a quick break and then come back for the next part.